Hey guys, just another quick update on the Charvel. Got two things done here, and it's probably going to be the last of it for this week, only because, see that? Figures I'm just about done with the body clear and all that crap, and Arizona decides to have rain for once in the past 12 years. So all week's supposedly going to be rainy, and we got some thunder already today. But so I'm here in my room watching Day of the Dead, one of my favorite zombie films. My opinion, the best of the Romero series. A lot of debate on that. I'm not going to have that here. That's my personal preference. But let me show you what we got going on here. All right, headstock has been cleared over, and I added a logo. It's a rough version of one I used to have. I used to have water transfers and actual vinyl decals for headstocks, which hardly ever got used because I never really, used them. But all I did here was after I painted and wet sanded down, I taped out the headstock again. Had my girlfriend just draw this up real quick. I cut out with a hobby knife. Painted, it's basically just tapping it, boom, 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 with paint. Let that dry. I used a hobby knife to cut out the paper or the tape. And that was that. And then I cleared the hell out of it. It was probably about 3/4 of a can by itself just here. And the rest of it back here. Yes, I did sand that down. I didn't like the way it looked, and that wasn't crisp enough, that line that we had there. And it was just, I was just playing around. That's the great thing about guitars that only cost $30, $40. When you're playing around with them, you can experiment, and I did. I didn't like the way it came out. So I sanded the entire neck down, and I just cleared that area, left that little pinch there. I guess some people call it a stinger. Generally it's done with paint, but I did it with clear. And I got to wait about a week or so before I can wet sand this, only because of the weather. It's kind of moist out. So I just want to make sure it cures good enough. And it needs it, see? Even the logo's a little three-dimensional, and that's okay. I'm not stressing this. I'm pretty pleased with the way it's coming out so far. Ooh, shiny. Even the tape is shiny. All right, pickguard. Now, I had mentioned before, sorry about all that, what I was going to do is I was going to prime the other side of this, hand it to a friend of mine, and let him go nuts. But between my being impatient and you, if you have any artist friends, you know what I'm talking about, I could probably give him this pickguard today and probably won't see it for 3 months. Artists kind of work that way, and that's okay. Sometimes that's the way it has to happen. So what I ended up doing was this. I'll try and get a close-up of it here in a second, but just stare at it for a minute. Go, ooh, ah, yeah. All that really is we have a habit here of finding really cool pictures online and printing them out and using them for some kind of art project, whether we just frame it or use it for stuff like that. This particular one was kind of a pin-up girl / Coca-Cola thing. She had a big Coca-Cola thing here. She had a Coke, and there was a hand over here somewhere, and she was holding a bottle of Coke. And the reason I kept it, it was originally for a friend of ours that was doing their kitchen over in Coca-Cola theme, because that's what she collects. But I'm a big fan of pin-ups, and she just seems sexy as hell, and she's kind of evil, almost like not an Elvira, but what was that, Vampiria, or whatever the hell her name is. So we kept this one, and it was laminated on top of being printed on high-quality gloss paper. And it just so happened that we were going through that stuff, and I said, hey, I wonder what that would look like. So I did. I took some spray adhesive, which, mind you, I've never used before, and we'll get to that in a second. Sprayed the back of her, let it tack up a little bit, sprayed the pickguard, aimed it at the light so I knew what was going on with it, put it in a position I thought was good, and boom. I think it came out perfect, the way she's just kind of laying at this angle. Looks kind of cool. The dress matches the paint job, as does the outline. Yes, I love some of the shading of the outline. This is the only area I wasn't too pleased with. This area makes it look like there's a sticker on it, but I can get over that. The rest of it came out really good. It cut real clean in there. One word of advice: if you choose this technique, Practice with spray glue. I did not know it comes out frothy and foamy, and ended up all over the pick guard. And I panicked for a while, thinking, "Oh my God, my pick guard's ruined." There was just gluey shit everywhere, and it turns out that we had a bottle of this stuff called Dissolve It. Didn't know it was here, but thank God it was. You know, just a couple little squirts. You work it in, and you can just wipe it off. And then what I did was I just took a dry cloth and wiped off the oils, and then that was that. And she's on there, and it's on there, and punched all the holes for it best I could. Doesn't matter because most of these are going to get covered with screws and pots and all that crap. But that's it. That's the progress so far. So since I'm not really going to have much here for at least another week or so, I thought it'd be fun just to mock up the guitar real quick. Let me get the body. Alright, now mind you, this has no clear. It's just been flat and wet sanded. It's waiting for clear. So this is what we'll do. Do this. Oh, yeah. The big unveiling. Well, the pseudo unveiling. And the neck. No, I'm not going to take the paper off of the neck just yet. I'm going to wait for the clear to do its thing. Alright, line up those holes. Yeah. Now she's coming along. Stand up on the bed without breaking my neck. But yep, that's where we stand. Let's see if I can get in there. I think that looks bad ass. Let me know what you think. Alright guys. Yeah, sorry, I just can't stop looking at it. Alright guys, that's it for now. The irony of all this is by the time these get uploaded, the guitar's probably going to be done, and you're going to go from one to the other, to the other, to the other, and it's going to seem, boom, it's done. But no, it's taken weeks and months for this to be realized, but that's just how it goes. So, you know, for you it's going to seem kind of silly, but until next time, guys, bye-bye.